Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says this year's budget will establish the country as a lead player in the global green energy market. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar says G20 meets to address challenges of data security and data privacy of digital world. Hectic campaigning continues for assembly polls in Nagaland and Meghalaya. President Droupadi Murmu presents Sangeet Natak Akademi Fellowships and Akademi Awards in New Delhi. And in cricket, Australia set a target of 173 runs for India in semi-final of T20 Women's World Cup at Cape Town in South Africa. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said this year's budget will play an instrumental role in establishing the country as a lead player in the global green energy market. He added that this will help in increasing the green jobs and ensuring global good. While addressing the first post-budget webinar on green growth today virtually, Mr. Modi said the government is taking steps to provide every possible assistance to ensure green growth of the economy.
2014 के बाद से ही भारत मेजर इकोनॉमीज में रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी कैपेसिटी एडिशन में सबसे तेज रहा है। हमारा ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड बताता है कि रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी रिसोर्सेज को लेकर भारत जो लक्ष्य तय करता है उसे समय से पहले पूरा करके दिखाता है। हमारी इंस्टॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कैपेसिटी में 40% नॉन फोसिल फ्यूल के योगदान के लक्ष्य को भारत ने 9 साल पहले ही प्राप्त कर लिया। पेट्रोल में 10% इथेनॉल ब्लेंडिंग के लक्ष्य को भी भारत ने 5 महीना पहले ही हासिल कर लिया।
The Prime Minister said every budget presented by the government since 2014 has been taking forward new age reforms to solve the present challenges. He added, this year's budget provides several opportunities for investors and people of this country to protect their future by moving towards green growth. Talking about the initiatives taken in this year's budget, the Prime Minister said several key announcements were made in the budget regarding green growth, which are the foundation stones for the bright future of the country's future generations. He said schemes and policy initiatives like PM Pranam, Gobardhan and vehicle scrapping policy will play a key role in shaping the future of the country. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has said that data security and data privacy are the biggest challenges of the digital world and issues connected to them are expected to be addressed during the G20 meeting. He was addressing the G20 Festival of Thinkers Summit at Symbiosis International Deemed University in Pune today. In today's digital age, data will play an important role. Data is the fuel of this new era, so data security will be an important challenge in the future, Dr. Jaishankar said. The External Affairs Minister said that India's G20 chairmanship is not just an event, but an opportunity to introduce India to the world, which expects a lot from India.
A collection of 20 nations. It's not just a presidency which comes our way like so many other organizations do. This is a very special responsibility at a very difficult moment in international relations. What India could do, probably will do in this 1 year, will actually make a very big difference to world politics. So it's not a responsibility that we take lightly.
The G20 finance ministers and central bank governors meeting will commence tomorrow in Bengaluru. A tweet by the Ministry of Finance says ahead of the meeting, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman met U.S. Secretary of Treasury Janet Yellen today. The two leaders exchanged views on G20 finance track priorities under India's presidency. The finance minister also met the Italian Minister of Economy and Finance, Giancarlo Giorgetti, in Bengaluru. The Italian minister extended his full support for a successful G20 India presidency. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz will be on a two-day visit to India from the 25th of this month. Chancellor Scholz will be accompanied by senior officials and a high-powered business delegation. He will be accorded a ceremonial welcome at the forecourt of Rashtrapati Bhavan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chancellor Scholz will hold discussions on bilateral, regional and global issues. The two leaders will also interact with CEOs and business leaders of both sides. Chancellor Scholz will also call on President Droupadi Murmu. He will proceed to Bengaluru on the 26th of February. Foreign Minister of the Czech Republic, Jan Lipavsky, is scheduled to visit India from the 26th of February to the 1st of March. He will be accompanied by members of Parliament, Deputy Minister for Science, Research and Innovation, and a high-level official and business delegation. During the visit, Foreign Minister Lipavsky will hold bilateral talks with External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. More than 1.6 lakh air travellers have taken benefit of Digi Yatra so far. Digi Yatra is a biometric boarding system using facial recognition technology to provide a seamless and hassle-free experience for passengers at airports. The Civil Aviation Ministry said the total app user base of Digi Yatra has crossed 4.22 lakh. Union Minister of State for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, will launch the second Semicon India Future Design Roadshow tomorrow in Bengaluru. The roadshow is being held to encourage startups, next-generation innovators and global and Indian semiconductor majors to invest in the semiconductor design ecosystem of India. The News Services Division of All India Radio brings an exclusive interview of Dr. Ashok Lahiri, former Chief Economic Advisor on Union Budget 2023-24. In the interview, Dr. Ashok Lahiri highlighted the steps of the government to encourage growth through this year's Union Budget.
This budget does a fairly good job of reconciling the twin requirements of ensuring macroeconomic stability in an uncertain world, at the same time also encouraging growth or stimulating growth. What it does, it increases your capital expenditure, and at the same time what it does is to reduce the fiscal deficit on a sliding path. I mean, if you do too much of that fiscal consolidation, you may hurt growth. At the same time, if you do too much stimulation, then you can upset macroeconomic stability and end up with high inflation and even balance of payments problems. So this budget is a good combination.
This interview can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel 100.1 MHz from 9:15 p.m. onwards in Spotlight. This interview will also be available on our website newsonair.gov.in and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. President Droupadi Murmu has said that Indian arts can spread peace and harmony in today's time, which is full of tension and conflict. She added that Indian cultural values have become more useful in the modern era. President Murmu stated this while presenting the Sangeet Natak Akademi Fellowships and Akademi Awards for the years 2019, 20 and 21 at a function in New Delhi today. The President lauded the Sangeet Natak Akademi for its work in the promotion of performing arts in the country.
संगीत नाटक एकेडमी पिछले 7 दशकों से विभिन्न भारतीय कलाविधाओं, संगीत, नृत्य, लोकनाट्य तथा रंगमंच को प्रोत्साहित कर रही है। इन विधाओं के व्यापक रूप से प्रचार प्रसार हेतु भी एकेडमी द्वारा प्रयास किया जा रहा है। एकेडमी ने युवा पीढ़ी को कलाओं से जोड़ने के प्रयास भी शुरू किए हैं। एकेडमी द्वारा अमृत युवा कलशों के आयोजन की मैं सराहना करती हूँ।
On the occasion, 8 eminent personalities were given Sangeet Natak Akademi Fellowships in the field of performing arts. A total of 128 artists from the field of music, dance, theatre, traditional, folk and puppetry were awarded Sangeet Natak Akademi Awards. These Akademi Awards include 3 joint awards. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate Barisu Kannada Dimdimawa Cultural Festival at Talkatora Stadium in Delhi on the 25th of February. He will also address the gathering on the occasion. The cultural festival is being organized to celebrate Karnataka's culture, traditions and history. In Meghalaya, the BJP state leaders have made elaborate arrangements for a rally and public meeting of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to be held tomorrow. Mr. Modi will be taking part in 2 rallies tomorrow in the coal-bound Meghalaya. He will participate in a rally and address people at the Police Bazaar in Shillong City in the afternoon. He will also address another rally at Tura in the state. Meanwhile, ahead of the Prime Minister's visit, TMC Lok Sabha member Mohua Moitro said the TMC is known for its anti-BJP credentials. She addressed a press conference in Shillong. NPP leader and Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma claimed that the NPP has served the people with due diligence. He held electioneering in William Nagar and Dadengre constituencies in support of the NPP candidates. Meanwhile, election authorities have made arrangements to ensure free and fair elections in Block 2 of Ribhoi district. In Nagaland, senior BJP leader and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address an election rally at Akademi tomorrow. NDPP leader and Chief Minister Furio campaigned at different places today, along with Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma for NDPP BJP candidates today. Congress leader Shashi Tharoor addressed a press conference at Dimapur today, and unless there was no infrastructure development in the state during the current regime, NPF, NPP, LJP among others also held rallies. Meanwhile, Nagaland will seal its borders with Assam, Manipur and Arunachal Pradesh on Saturday evening. Senior Congress leader Pawan Khera, who was arrested by the Assam police from the Delhi airport earlier today, has been granted bail. FIR was filed against him for his alleged derogatory remarks against Prime Minister Narendra Modi. A case was registered by Assam police in Aflong. Delhi police said it provided assistance to the Assam police as per its request. Pawan Khera was on his way to Raipur to attend a party function. Congress called the incident undemocratic and dictatorial. Within hours, the Congress and Khera approached the Supreme Court, where Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud granted him interim bail and protection from arrest till Tuesday. The court will hear Khera's plea to club FIRs against him, 1 in Assam and 2 in Uttar Pradesh, on Monday. Hours after that, Delhi court granted bail to Khera on a bond of 30,000 rupees. The apex court also issued a notice to Assam and Uttar Pradesh police to club all the FIRs against Khera. Earlier, talking to media in New Delhi, BJP party spokesperson Gaurav Bhatia said people will teach lesson to Congress leaders for their undignified comments. The Youth Affairs and Sports Ministry has extended the submission report deadline for the Wrestling Oversight Committee by 2 weeks. The extension was approved after a request letter sent by the members of the Oversight Committee. Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports Anurag Singh Thakur will inaugurate the 3-day All India Taekwondo Championship at Indira Gandhi Stadium in New Delhi tomorrow. The championship is being organized to mark 50 years of Korea-India diplomatic relations. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has congratulated rifle shooter Aishwarya Pratap Singh Tomar for winning the gold medal in men's 50-meter rifle 3 positions at the ISSF World Cup 2023 in Cairo. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has taken stock of the situation and is monitoring developments relating to the impact of the earthquake in Tajikistan. Sources said the External Affairs Ministry is in touch with Tajik authorities and relevant government bodies are closely coordinating any required assistance. Controller and Auditor General Girish Chandra Murmu has been selected as external auditor of the International Labour Organization in Geneva for a 4-year term from 2024 to 27. The decision was taken after a rigorous selection process. CAG will take over from the incumbent external auditor of ILO, Supreme Audit Institution of the Philippines. In women's cricket, Australia have set a target of 173 runs for India to win in their semi-final match of the Women's ICC T20 World Cup semi-final at Newlands Cricket Ground, Cape Town in South Africa. With the help of Beth Mooney, half-century of 54 runs and skipper Meg Lanning not out 49, the Australians scored 172 for 4 wickets. In reply, India were 114 for 4 in 13.3 overs when reports last came in. Earlier, Australia won the toss and elected to bat. In the second semi-final on Friday, England will clash with South Africa. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says this year's budget will establish the country as a lead player in the global green energy market. External Affairs Minister of Affairs Jaishankar says G20 meets to address challenges of data security and data privacy of digital world. Hectic campaigning continues for assembly polls in Nagaland and Meghalaya. President Droupadi Murmu presents Sangeet Natak Akademi Fellowships and Akademi Awards in New Delhi. And in cricket, Australia set a target of 173 runs for India in semi-final of T20 Women's World Cup at Cape Town in South Africa. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.